Reggie Suganob and PMI Boxing Stable cries foul over their experience dun sa South Africa. No, kung natatandaan niyo po, if you remember this, Reggie Suganob fought Nontshinga in East London for the championship for the IBF belt in the 108 division. And now we've seen this post that there are some issues, alleged issues about the promotions and the fight. And we're going to be talking about it. And I know Rumble Africa Promotions and Nontshinga's team might listen to this. So I'm going to be speaking in Taglish, Tagalog, English, so that at least somehow you understand. But PMI Boxing Stable cries foul over a few things here, including purse not yet paid. How true is this? And hopefully our Games and Amusement Board can look at this. And let's dig in, let's read the comment and react to it.
Powcast Sports. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.
We all want fairness and equality, obviously, and we're just bringing you the news because I don't understand why this type of things keep on happening to Filipino boxers, especially in a world title fight, allegedly. And let me read this one. Okay, at we're open to the both sides of the story, but let me just go ahead and read this one. This is not coming from me. This is coming from PMI Boxing Stable Facebook page. And so sa mga nagtatanong kung ano experience namin sa Africa, they're gonna be sharing their experience. Number 1, ang original na laban was on June 16. Ito ay pinospone dahil daw sa walang available na schedule sa time slot ng TV. For all you know, 4 sports channel po sa lugar nila, paulit-ulit lang ang palabas. How can there be no time slot available? So they're just questioning that the reason of the postponement of the fight, according to the promoter, was there was no time slot. But as per them, there are 4 channels that are just showing replays. Number 2. Yung postponed to July 2, pero yung request namin to be in South Africa to be at least 1 week para mga pag-adjust ay inipit yung ticket at visa documents ay binigay ng sobrang late. So they're saying that they're requesting for 1 week at least to be acclimated for the weather, but according to them, that didn't happen, and they delayed the visa and the other documents. Number 3. Pagdating sa East London, South Africa, 27-hour trip from the Philippines, ay hindi pa ayos ang hotel. Pinaghintay pa kami considering na napakalamig doon ngayon dahil sa winter sa kanila. So according to them, after 27 hours of trip, they were not prepared and they had to wait. The hotel was not ready for a world title fight. This is according to PMI. Nang nasa East London na kami, number 4, in South Africa kami, walang binibigay na anong activities. Bigla na lang request si Reggie Suganob ng blood testing. And note, ang kabila ay hindi. At kung ano-ano pang wala namang maayos na schedule. So basically, they're saying here that there were no activities provided. And then suddenly, there are a lot of requests, blood testing. And then why is the other camp not doing it? According to them. To PMI. So let's move on. But that's not my biggest issue. My biggest issue is that the purse. But let's wait for that. Nung nasa Africa na kami, biglang pinaalam na nagbago ang mga official. May naka-assign po sanang official at ito ay referee from the US and judge 1 from US, South Africa, and from the Philippines, and the IBF president as the supervisor. Pero pinalitan yung IBF supervisor, South Africa referee, South Africa judge. From Italy, wala na po yung referee na from USA, IBF president na taga-USA at judge na taga-USA. Africans na po yung pumalit sa lahat. So in simple terms, they're saying that the official were changed and most of them are South Africans. Okay, number 6. On the eve before the bout, ginulo pa kami ng mga tao from ng promotion. Kinakatok yung kwarto namin para mabulaw ang pahinga ng ating boxer na si Reggie Suganob. Now I read this. This was posted by them earlier that Team Suganob, the promoters been knocking on their door multiple times from midnight. So it looks like allegedly that they're not letting Reggie Suganob rest properly. Allegedly. Okay? Kahit on the day of the weigh, number 7, kahit nung day of the weigh-in, wala pa rin yung purse. We were about to cancel the bout, not to go up in the ring dahil wala pa yung boxer purse na hanggang ngayon ay di pa namin nakukuha, pero naisip namin andito na ang team at bilang mandirigmang Pilipino, ang unang nasa isip namin ay lumaban para sa karangalan. So in the Philippines, and most of the time, I've been covering a lot of boxing, purse gets paid after the weigh-in, or the least after the fight before they go home. But according to them, it's still not been paid, and which is not good. And well, because they're already there, and it's a championship fight, and this for the Filipino fans, for being a warrior, they just stick to the fight. For the honor of the country. Number 8, napag-usapan sa rules meeting na may drug test after the bout. Nag-insist po kami before and after, pero sabi nila after the bout. From the commission nila, wala pong nangyaring drug test. Alam namin na malinis ang boxer namin sa kahit anong pinagbabawal, tanging tubig at recovery drinks lang. Di natin masiguro kung ganun ba ang kabila dahil sa weigh-in halatang binigla ang timbang, ngunit lumiksi sa laban at nang matapos ang laban ay binuhat na ng medical team ang kalaban dahil di makatayo mag-isa. Okay. So, according to them, there were drug tests. There's supposed to be drug tests after the fight. They insisted on before and after, but no drug test happened. And they're not claiming that Nontshinga was on anything, but they cannot be sure because there were no drug tests, and they were just surprised that. During the weigh-in, Nontshinga didn't look good, but during the fight, he was really fast. And then during the fight, he was really fast, and then after the fight, he was carried by the medical team because he couldn't move. So he couldn't stand by himself. Let's move on. Number 9, on the day, yun na po yung nakita ninyo. On fight day, yun na po yung nakita nyo. Kung nasa venue kayo, andun po rin yung pangulo nila. Doon ipinoste yung camera sa mismong corner ng Team Suganob at may isang lalaki na ayaw talagang umalis at nandun lang sa gilid namin kita kahit na anong request namin. Oh my goodness. Okay. So usually the camera should be put on the neutral corner, and I don't understand why it is on the corner of Reggie Suganob, and the president was there. So number 10, sa ibabaw ng lona, nakita po nyo na ayaw mag-engage ng kalabang kasi alam nila na panalo sila basta umabot sa round. Sa flash knockdown, round number 1, wala pong naging epekto sa stamina ng boxer na si Reggie Suganob. Just prove na kaya ng boxer natin bumawi at tapusin ang laban at kalaban. Pero ayun na nga, takbuhan po ang naging labanan kasi wala pong intention na mag-engage ang kalaban. Wala ding balak sabihin ng African referee na kalaban na boxing ito na hindi marathon. So ang nagsabing hindi nag-cut si Reggie ang kalaban, mabilis pong tumakbo lalo na nung natamaan ng straight. Agree with Sivenati is fast, and he's also fast in getting out of the way. We saw the fight. Kasi for me, I have always an expectation when we're going outside the country that and I have the scorecard. I've downloaded the scorecard. I'll show you that it's always going to be in favor of the promoter. But according to them, the African referee should have at least gave warning to Sivenati Nontshinga for always running. And he was fast. And I also agree that Reggie Suganob has recovered well, and he was attacking after the first round. Imagine that. That's why I know Reggie Suganob is brave and is very conditioned. It's just it's going to be really hard to catch up against. He has fast footwork, Sivenati Nontshinga, so it's gonna be really hard to catch up, and that's the fact. But he was trying his best. Number 11. lahat ng panggugulang ay ginawa na nila magmula sa promoter, commission official, sa mga taong nandun. Sana wag nang experience ng mga Pinoy boxer na ganon. And so basically, the promoter is saying, or PMI and Team Suganob is saying that they were handicapped, and there were a lot of there were some tricks of starting from the promoter, from the commission, the officials, and they're hoping that no Filipino boxers or Pinoy boxers will go through the same thing. But the thing is, this has always happened. Not always, but I've heard these stories many times. I hope our commission, and we all want fairness and equality, like what I've been saying. And I'm just reporting this so that we can get to the point of this. But this is a big fight for Filipino. After the Filipino boxers, we've been getting a lot of world title opportunity, but we're not winning a lot of them. And to lose because of this type of things is not really good. Number 12, daming lasing sa venue at pumasok sa dugout namin. Hindi po safe. Lahat ng mind games ginawa nila. So according to them, there were a lot of allegedly drunk people going inside their locker room, and they don't feel safe. Number 13, ngayon nasa Manila na po ang Team Suganob, at bukas babalik na sa bit pa rin namin yung determinasyon na makuha ang titulo. Di man kami pinalad, pero alam ng maraming tao kung sino ang dapat nanalo. Tanging determinasyon lang ang dala dahil wala pang purse namin. Okay, so they're saying that their purse, even though they're already in Manila and they're now going to Bohol, which is the home base of PMI, they still doesn't have the purse, and they only have determination with them to win the title, but not the purse. And this is the big thing. The purse should be paid. Again, according to them. Number 14, sa mga kababayan natin sa South Africa na tumulong, maraming salamat po. Hindi matatawanan ang inyong tulong at pananabik na makatulong sa mga Filipino boxers natin lumaban at lalaban sa lugar na yan. So, they're basically just thanking the Filipino community in South Africa for supporting Reggie Suganob. Number 15, babalik po kami ng malakas at may determinado. I like that. They're coming back determined and stronger. Kung mag-abot man ulit ng landas ang dalawang boxer na to, wag lang sa South Africa, ay tatapusin ni Reggie Suganob si Nontshinga. Wala pong special sa kanya, hindi po siya special. We can promote the bout if magharap muli kahit saan, wag lang sa lugar na yon. So basically, the PMI is challenging, or Team Suganob is saying that there's nothing special about Reggie Suganob's opponent, si Nontshinga, and that they're willing to fight him again if ever they cross path again. But except in South Africa, they can fight anywhere except in South Africa. So basically, that's it. And then the last two paragraphs sa mga sumusuporta kay Reggie Suganob, maraming salamat po. Nakakadama ng puso at lalong nakakabigay ng lakas at determinasyon para sa team namin na mas lalong magpalakas, at sa iba naman na hindi kumbinsido kay Reggie, salamat na rin dahil kahit paano nakapagbigay kayo ng dahilan para magpursige ang Team Suganob. Sana sa mga makapili mayroong papalang ganyan. Reggie Suganob ang totoong kampyon, si Nontshinga. Okay. So, basically, ang sinabi po ng Team Suganob ay nagpapasalamat sila, at sa mga hindi po naniniwala ay kumbaga medyo masama talaga ang loob based on the record. Parang sinasabi nila na, again, thank you. At sa mga hindi naniniwala, alam mo naman, marami talaga mga bashers, mga kritiko. This will make them stronger. So, ganun po talaga, no? At I hope in the end, I'm just gonna show you this before I say my last words. And ito po. This is the official score. So, I cannot read properly, but 117-110. Hilco, 116-111. Jerome, 116-111. I've always have respect for the judges. But and I also saw the fan scorecard, which is they believe Suganob won the fight. But that's up for another discussion. The big thing for me here is that, all of those alleged scenarios or treatment for the Filipino boxers, it isn't supposed to be like that. So if that is true, then that's not right, especially for a big fight like this. And I know the promoter in Africa was actually, because I've been following their page as well. Rumble Africa is one considered by Africa as one of the best promoters. So I'm sure they, if this is true, I'm sure they could do better. And I hope the purse get paid. That's the only thing. Regarding the fight itself, if Team Suganob wants to have it review or rematch, it's up to them. But we all have different perspective on that one. But I feel for Reggie Suganob. Reggie Suganob is one of the hardest working boxer that I know. Sobrang sipag niyan. He works a lot, and this accepting the first defeat is hard, especially if you feel that you won the fight, or if because of the other issues outside of the ring. And hopefully we're open for both sides. And as a boxing vlogger, podcaster, and supporter, we all hope that this type of things doesn't happen. Again, I hope the officials can look at this, and I hope this could be sorted out. And personally, maybe a rematch would in order. If Sibinati Nontshinga feels that way, but I'm not sure if that will be a good idea for them. Nonetheless, this is not good for boxing if this type of thing still happens. Hopefully, especially in a big fight. So that's all I can say. And hey, I'm sure the Filipino team will come back stronger and better for this one. They know what to do, and I just hate this type of stories keep happening again and again. So, what do you think, guys? Let me know what you think. I-comment nyo down below at ano po ang pakiramdam nyo dito sa nangyari.